Hey guys,
In Anno
how are you?
117 Pax Romana,
Please watch
you're
my
a
full
Roman
video.
governor in charge of
I
building a
am
new,
reaction
thriving
gaming
city that
videos.
rivals Rome itself.
Please
But when you
subscribe
first
my
start out, you'll have nothing more
YouTube
than a
channel
trading post, and you
and
have a
like
long
and
way to go
comment.
to get from this
Please
to this.
subscribe my channel.
Not sure how to get started? Here's a step-by-step guide to set you up for success in Anno 117
Nice
Pax
game.
Romana.
First trailer of my channel.
Step 1. Start timber production.
Timber is vital.
Almost everything you build in Anno 117 requires timber. So the first thing you'll do is set up timber production. Welcome to How to Set Up a Production Chain 101. You see, you can't just make timber. You first need to build a woodcutter in a dense forest area to gather
Nice
wood.
video.
You'll know it's in a good spot when the
channel,
percentage
my
rating reads
YouTube
at
channel.
least
Please
100%.
subscribe,
After that, you need
like,
a
and
sawmill to
comment
turn your wood
my
into
video.
timber. Finally, you need to make sure all these buildings are in range of your trading post or a warehouse, and that all of these buildings are connected by a road. Congrats! Your first production
This
chain is up
best
and running.
trailer
Timber
in
is a
gaming
vital
videos.
building material, and you'll need quite a lot of it, so we recommend doubling up on this particular production chain right away. Step 2. Roads and warehouses. Roads are important. Every building you construct needs to be connected to a road, and all of your roads must ultimately lead to your trading post, no matter how far away it is. Roads let your citizens reach your production buildings, and they allow production buildings to transport goods to other production
Hey
buildings,
guys, how
or
are you?
to warehouses.
Please
Warehouses are
watch my
one of the
full
most
video.
important buildings in
I am
Anno
reaction
117 Pax
gaming
Romana,
videos.
because whenever you
Please
create a
subscribe
good,
my
that good will be stored at your
YouTube
warehouse
channel
or at a trading post
and
until
like
you
and
put it to
comment.
use. All of your
Please
warehouses and your trading
subscribe my
posts are
channel.
connected. Think of them like the cloud. What's deposited in one warehouse is accessible to all
Nice
warehouses, so make sure
First
all your
trailer of
production
my
facilities
channel.
have one within range. Step 3. Understanding residents. Your residents are the lifeblood of your city. They make up your population, which grows your city and unlocks new production chains. They make up your entire workforce, so your production buildings can actually produce stuff. They are your main source of income,
Nice
which
video.
you'll need to build and expand.
First channel, my
And they
YouTube
dictate
channel.
what you can build
Please
based on their
subscribe,
level.
like and
First, you
comment
must build them residences to
video.
live in. Then, you must meet their needs. Do that, and you'll be well on your way to a growing, flourishing settlement. You'll start off with Tier 1 residents, which in Latium are known as Liberti.
This best
They have
trailer
3 basic
in
needs:
gaming videos.
food, public service, and fashion. A fishing hut and porridge stand will help you meet their food needs. A market and food tavern will fulfill their public service needs. And tunics and pileus production will keep them well dressed and satisfied. Once you meet all these basic needs, you'll be able to upgrade Liberti into plebeians. Plebeians are a Tier 2 resident type. They not only unlock more advanced production chains and building types,
Hey guys,
they are the
how
workforce
you?
for those buildings.
Please
And
watch my
crucially,
full
they help you
video.
generate more
I am
income.
reaction
It's important to
gaming
note that
videos.
upgrading your residents replaces your
subscribe
Liberti
my
with plebeians.
YouTube
This can lead
channel
to a Liberti
and
workforce
like and
shortage if you're
comment.
not careful. So be
Please
sure to continue building Liberti
subscribe my
housing to
channel.
keep your city running smoothly. Just like Liberti, plebeians have their own basic needs that you'll need to
Nice
satisfy
game.
to upgrade them to
First
Tier 3
trailer of
residents,
my channel.
unlocking even more advanced buildings.
Your first soldiers think they're ready.
This is Anno 117's main progression loop, and it's how you'll take your island from a small town to a bustling metropolis. Step 4. Grow your income. At some point in your Anno 117 playthrough, your balance is going to be negative and you will be losing money.
video.
Don't worry, it
First
happens to
channel,
us all.
my
The
YouTube
easiest,
channel.
most surefire way
Please
to increase your
subscribe,
income is
like
to
and
build
comment
more residences
my video.
and meet the needs of your population. Fulfilled Liberti generate income. Fulfilled plebeians generate even more. It's important not to build so many residences that you can't satisfy all their needs, but if
This
you're hemorrhaging
best
money,
trailer
start by making
in
sure
gaming
everyone's needs are
videos.
being met, and then start building more residences. Step 5. Pay attention to where you place your buildings. There are many different factors you need to monitor on your island, from income and health to happiness and fire safety. These are helpfully tracked at the information bar at the top of your screen, and placing your cursor over them will give you more details on each. One of the best ways to keep these factors positive and growing is with smart
Hey guys,
building placement.
how are you?
Nearly every building
watch my
contributes
full
either
video.
positively or
I am
negatively to
reaction
these key
gaming
factors,
videos.
and some buildings will also
Please
affect all
subscribe
of the
my
buildings around them.
YouTube
Anytime you place a
channel
building that affects
and
its
like
neighbors in
and
Anno
comment.
117,
Please
you'll see either a green arrow
subscribe
pointing
my
up
channel.
to indicate a positive effect, or a red arrow pointing down indicating a negative effect.
Nice
Try to
game.
maximize the green arrows and
trailer of
minimize the
my
red
channel.
ones. For example, the spinner will increase the income of all buildings within its area of effect by 1. Now, remember how we said your residence will be your primary source of income? Go ahead and place a spinner in the middle of a densely populated residential area and watch how your income increases as a result. On the flip side, the charcoal burner will lower both the health and fire safety of surrounding buildings. Build them as far away from your other buildings as possible to limit their negative effects. Then there are the City Watch buildings. Buildings that improve fire safety, health, and happiness of nearby buildings. In the event of an incident, whether fire, riot, or disease outbreak, they will also deploy first responders to quell the crisis. Their wide area of effect makes them especially useful when trying to raise the stats that they govern, but remember, they can only be effective when they are near other buildings. There are many more systems at play in Anno 117 Pax Romana that you'll learn to master, including knowledge to research technologies, faith to unlock diverse bonuses, trade to acquire new goods or sell your surplus, expansion to new islands, and warfare to protect your territory, or expand into someone else's. But follow these 5 steps early on and you'll be well on your way to building the next great ancient city.
YouTube channel and like